All right. So it's been 2 years. A lot has happened. Number one is that the sound quality is going to be crap the entire way through. Sorry. It's a crappy computer. Yeah. Also, by the way, big update. So I've actually legally changed my name. There was a very serious reason for it. Um, it's kind of hard to talk about, but I got into this really weird situation. Basically, in a nutshell, my name is now Bubbles, and I got involved with the mafia, and that's why. So, yeah. Witness protection program, by the way, which is why the new surroundings here. Bubbles Simon. Weirdly enough, they kept my last name. I don't know why. Yeah, I think with my passport, I just like put a little like a little note and then taped it over my first name, which is Bubbles. Anyways, hi. It's been a minute. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. All right, so what is this? This is going to be a vlog. So last note that I had last video, I said I don't know, what exactly this thing's going to become. I think it's going to become more of a philosophical sort of thing. There's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about, and that's true. It's just that that sort of stuff is going into the book, which I had mentioned before, the sense breath. Still, not very close. I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done with the book. I'm hoping that I have a deadline 2026, but I'll see what happens. Yeah, yeah. So this is going to be a vlog. I'm repurposing the channel basically, and it's going to be something that I have a video really for myself and also obviously the audience here. Hi, Casper. So that's Casper the Friendly Ghost, not a cute boy named Casper, which I wish it were. In any case, but yeah, so once every 3 months, once a quarter, basically, to give an update on here's how life is going, here's what's going on in my life, stuff, updates, bada bing, bada boom. As far as right now, I mean, there's that, but no, I did want to say this. So yeah, something absurd is about to come out of my mouth. Just prepare yourself. So I don't know. I don't think I talked about this all. I don't know if I talked about this before in the other videos, but about my longer term goals. But I was looking through things, not seeing it there in the channel, but through my own personal note app, blah blah blah. It seemed to have started specifically what I'm about to say in 2022. So I was making videos, but I don't know. Anyways, what is that absurd thing that was supposed to come out of my mouth? I am going to change the world. Crazy ass thing to say, right? Duh. So to explain that and kind of like reel in back myself from insanity. So I've created a business and I don't yeah, no, I wouldn't have had any conception. Anyway, sorry, memory going backwards. Anyways, I created a business and it's a not for profit, and I'm going to be telling you what it is first as well. But first, created a business, it's a not for profit, and the purpose of the business is to create a charter school for children who are victims of sex trafficking and other possibly I don't know the full scope of who would be taken into the school, but there's that. Anyways, so but how does that connect exactly to the point that I'd made before, right? Because it's like you can say, oh, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to do this thing over here. It's like, all right, cool, buddy, have fun. In my case, though, why? Well, first of all, because I would say something like that because I'm crazy. But also number two, the way. So why this, right? So I'll tell you what the business is too in a moment. But why would I want to create a charter school for children who are victims of sex trafficking, like so specifically, right? 2 years have passed. A lot of things have happened in that amount of time, like a lot. Um, I don't even know how much stuff, what even overlap between what's already happened in the channel stuff. Anyways, so this also was supposed to this video here. Just quick side note, was also supposed to serve as a means of catching everything up, basically to summarize. Hey, here's what's happened over the last 2 years. Here's how things have changed. Here's what's gone on. Yeah. Anyways, but I suppose really just simply to first of all continue the last thought that I had. Still crazy. You remember that? My brain's still. Anyways, so why a charter school for kids like that? So the vision that I have for that school is to give basically you're going to take a bunch of kids who have been dealt arguably kind of the worst hand you could be dealt in like life, in a general sense, at least certainly in modern times, um, and then take them and you're going to love them and you're going to put them in this place and you say, here's all this stuff for you, fantastic resources. You're going to have everything you need in order to succeed in life, like financial insights and backing and emotional health and wellness and just all this beautiful grand stuff that education should have been. I talked about that before in the channel, just having done a quick review about like the things that are missing in education. So that's what it's going to look like, and a whole bunch more. I mean, I have pages and pages of notes for this thing, but it's going to be obviously changing and growing from now, because it's not like I'm an expert in education. I don't have my PhD. I've substituted for like a handful of months. You know what I mean? Like, God, I am nuts. All right. Anyways, though, but in a very lovable way, I hope. So that's the idea, and so why? So because there's a particular reason why I said I'm going to change the world. There is a reason why though. So if you do something like that, and this is going to be, I'm looking at like 15 years right now, so that's that. But that's what it is. Sorry, train of thought's gone. Hold on a second. Wait. Sweet, resumed. Anyways, my brain's back in my head now. Yeah, so why the connection to that specific sort of sentiment, changing the world and all this sort of stuff? You can do something yourself in the world. You can do great stuff, right? I believe in you, Casper. But it's why the school in particular. Yes, it is something that's good to do. It is also something else. If you take a bunch of, and this is again a new part of the picture, right? If you take a bunch of bunch of kids who have been exposed to the extraordinary degree of evil in the world, um, if you take those individuals and you give them the things that they need in order to succeed in life, alongside a message about what potential they have to help the world and uplift others out of suffering, they presumably in decades further would create some of them would create their own charities. Some of them might even create their own schools. Why not? So it's, as I envision it, it would be a branching out. Again, it's so funny to say all this stuff because I'm like crazy. I'm nuts. This is nuts. This is nutty stuff this is nutty territory about like, oh yeah, no, this is what I'm gonna do with my life. Yeah, hey. But I know how serious I am about it, and I know I've looked at the cost of it, of time and effort. I don't take days off. I'm working 7 days a week, just shy of 55 hours a week for a reason, which I guess I can say right now. Why 55? So there was a study that came out because uh, brain, don't worry. Anyways, there was a study that came out though that showed, I might have to do multiple parts. All right, anyways, there was a study that came out that showed that there's a term for in Japan and it's called Karoshi. Obviously I'm white, so I'm mispronouncing that. Uh, but it means death from overwork. So what they saw is that people who work more than 55 hours a week had a 30% increase in risk of stroke. If I die, this is gone. This is so much, so much else that could have and should have been done will then end with me because then I fucking die. So I actually have to limit myself, or it's just not good. So that's why approximately 8 hours every single day. Sometimes I work a little bit more than that, sometimes a little bit less, and then every once in a while it's like, hey, Christmas Day, you're with family. Maintaining social relationships is important for a number of factors and reasons, and also because I actually like those people. So yeah, that's basically the situation there as far as that's concerned. Hold on a second, I have to do that thing again. Hold on. The business. Yeah, so it's like I said, it's a not-for-profit. Duh. I'm just trying to fill in words here as my brain catches up to something. Anyways, God, weird. So it's a photography business for real estate. Funny enough, very specific. A great deal of potential there, though. Like actually, it's I've been doing so I've 2 years, right? So it's been last year, something like that. Last year and a half. I started out with like, okay, so I have all these different business ideas, and I wasn't even sure. It was just an idea at the charter school. It was just an idea because there was all these other charity ventures that I was considering. But anyways, then I made a decision. Read a book as well that really I think cemented that avenue in my mind. Sometimes God has a kid's face. Sister Mary Rose McGeady. God bless that woman. She died though. Um, so there was a year and a half ago. Again, this is supposed to be like a recap of stuff. 2 years passed. Just out loud narrating my own life. Excusez-moi. So there was a year and a half ago. There was a number. I still have the list. It's some 30, 35 different business ideas. Just a crap ton. I was working with a business mentor. Shout out to the SBDC, Small Business Development Center. Thank you, government. You do some stuff sometimes, some of the times, in some ways, correct. Why did I say sometimes? Twice. Anyways. So I eventually landed on drone photography, and then that morphed into real estate stuff, just kind of exploring that avenue of like, what can I do? What makes sense here and all this sort of stuff. Fast forward, and I was substituting at the same time and writing the book a little bit, and just stuff happened. Fast forward a few months ago. I do not have a watch there, though I wish I did. Um, I would never really use it. I have a cell phone. Anyways. So fast forward like a few months ago and getting it established legally. Here's all the range of equipment. There's like a gimbal and 360 camera and blah blah blah. I'm starting to establish the business legally, going through that process, starting to actually reach out to realtors, and it's worked pretty well actually. I'm going to events, I'm getting recognized now, which is cool. I have so many other, and then that's just one like county too. There's so many other counties I have to go to, and it's just the whole thing, but it's really cool. So yeah, here I am in Atlanta, Georgia. I wasn't even, here's another thing too. I wasn't even totally sure that I was going to establish the school here. And then I found out some incredibly disturbing information recently that Atlanta is number 2 in the fucking country for human trafficking. Um, Fun fact though, Covenant House, the sister Mary Rose McGeady, she was the president of, wrote that book. She is the president of the Covenant House. So I'm going to be going to their locations. They have like 3 of them here in Georgia pretty soon here, which is cool to look forward to. So yeah, so I'm going to be I'm setting roots here. I'm going to be here for I don't know how long, but I'm going to be here for a while. Got stuff to do. And so this is supposed to be a vlog sort of thing, just being able to do a check-in, speak out loud, wave cutely at Casper, and I don't know, make myself laugh, keep a record of things, something, anything. I have a written journal that I go into, but it'd be cool to have like a video, and also to repurpose the channel because it's just like it died, right? But I've resurrected it. It's alive. Still have to read Frankenstein. It's bad that I haven't at this point. Anyways, though, it's on my list. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. I mean, maybe if something else significant comes to mind, I'll say it. Not now, later. Yeah. So, yeah, enough filler words. I had a closer, and I wanted to give it because it's a great closer. And remember, you can't forget your why if you're constantly reminded of it. All right, that was it. I'll see you guys in 3 months.